The Drugs Licensing, Drug Registration and Drug Advertising Rules, 1976. We break this question to 3 parts. 1. The drug licensing procedure in DRAP. 2. The drug registration procedure in DRAP. And 3. The Drug Advertising Rules, 1976 with reference to DRAP. In each of 3 portions, we will understand the procedure first, then we will discuss its relevant MCQs. For your convenience and to save your time, we will share the MCQs with correct answers only, while skipping the 3 wrong options. So, let's start. Part 1. Drugs Licensing Procedure in DRAP. We are sharing a detailed sequence of the licensing procedure for drugs under DRAP, Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan. Licensing procedure for drugs in DRAP. 1. Application submission. Submit a completed application form for a drug license to DRAP. 2. Documentation requirements. Provide necessary documents, including company registration certificate, premises inspection report, quality control and assurance documentation, list of equipment and manufacturing processes, proposed product details. 3. Application fee payment. Pay the requisite fee for the application, as specified by DRAP. 4. Initial review. DRAP conducts an initial review of the submitted application and documents. 5. Site inspection. DRAP officials perform a physical inspection of the manufacturing facility to ensure compliance with Good Manufacturing Practices (GMP). 6. Compliance assessment. Evaluate the facility's adherence to safety and quality standards. 7. Evaluation of documentation. Assess the submitted documentation for accuracy, completeness, and compliance with regulations. 8. Clarification requests. If needed, DRAP may request additional information or clarifications from the applicant. 9. Final decision. DRAP makes a decision to grant or deny the license based on the evaluation and inspection results. 10. Issuance of license. If approved, a drug license is issued, specifying the types of drugs that can be manufactured or sold. 11. License validity and renewal. The issued license has a specific validity period. Renewal must be applied for before expiration. 12. Compliance monitoring. Regular inspections are conducted to ensure ongoing compliance with licensing conditions. 13. Reporting changes. License holders must report any changes in manufacturing processes, ownership, or product formulations to DRAP. 14. License suspension or revocation. DRAP reserves the right to suspend or revoke licenses for non-compliance with regulatory standards. MCQs portion. 1. What is the first step in the drug licensing process in DRAP? Answer. Application submission. 2. What document must be submitted with the application for a drug license? Answer. Company registration certificate. 3. What fee must be paid during the application process? Answer. Application fee. 4. What does DRAP conduct after receiving the application? Answer: initial review. 5. What is performed to ensure compliance with good manufacturing practices? Answer: site inspection. 6. What is evaluated during the compliance assessment? Answer: adherence to safety and quality standards. 7. What must be assessed in the documentation submitted? Answer: accuracy and completeness. 8. What may DRAP request if additional information is needed? Answer: clarification requests. 9. What is the final decision made by DRAP based on? Answer: evaluation and inspection results. 10. What is issued if the license is approved? Answer: drug license. 11. What must be done before the drug license expires? Answer: license validity and renewal. 12. How does DRAP monitor compliance after issuing a license? Answer: compliance monitoring. 13. What must license holders report to DRAP? Answer: changes in manufacturing processes. 14. What can lead to the suspension of a drug license? Answer: non-compliance with regulatory standards. 15. What is necessary for drug importation? Answer: import license. 16. What happens if a facility fails the inspection? Answer: license application denial. 17. What should be included in the list of equipment? Answer: essential manufacturing tools. 18. How often does DRAP conduct compliance inspections? Answer: regularly. 19. What is a critical aspect of the application process? Answer: comprehensive documentation. 20. What does a successful inspection lead to? Answer: license approval. 21. What type of license is required for selling drugs? Answer: retail license. 22. What is a key focus of the licensing process? Answer: public safety. 23. Who is responsible for the accuracy of the application? Answer: the applicant. 24. What is the role of the quality assurance team? Answer: ensuring product quality. 25. What must be done if the manufacturing process changes? Answer: report to DRAP. 26. What type of information may be requested during clarification? Answer: additional documentation. 27. What is an essential factor in the evaluation of documentation? Answer: compliance with regulations. 28. What is the main goal of the drug licensing process? Answer: protect public health. 29. What happens to the application if it passes the initial review? Answer: it proceeds to inspection. 30. What is included in the drug license application? Answer: quality control documentation. 31. What does the inspection process evaluate? Answer: facility conditions. 32. What can lead to the revocation of a drug license? Answer: non-compliance with regulations. 33. What is necessary for conducting drug clinical trials? Answer: regulatory compliance. 34. What is a key requirement for a manufacturing license? Answer: quality management system. 35. Which process is essential for ensuring drug safety? Answer: quality assurance. 36. How does DRAP enforce compliance? Answer: by conducting audits. 37. What type of license is necessary for importing drugs? Answer: import license. 38. What should be done if discrepancies are found during inspection? Answer: correct and report. 39. What role does documentation play in the licensing process? Answer: it supports the application. 40. What is the consequence of failing to renew a drug license? Answer: license becomes invalid. 41. What is one of the primary goals of quality control? Answer: product safety. 42. Which body has the authority to approve drug licenses in Pakistan? Answer: DRAP. 43. What must be demonstrated in the application regarding drug efficacy? Answer: clinical trial data. 44. What happens after a drug license is issued? Answer: regular inspections are conducted. 45. What is included in the premises inspection report? Answer: compliance with safety standards. 46. What kind of license is required for drug wholesale? Answer: wholesale license. 47. What happens if a company violates licensing conditions? Answer: license review. 48. How does DRAP ensure compliance with licensing requirements? Answer: through regular inspections. 49. What documentation must be prepared for a license renewal? Answer: updated quality control documentation. 50. What is necessary to maintain during the licensing period? Answer: accurate records. 51. Who can request additional information during the application process? Answer: DRAP. 52. What is the main purpose of the drug license? Answer: to ensure drug quality and safety. 53. How is a drug license typically renewed? Answer: by submitting a renewal application. 54. What must be demonstrated about the manufacturing facility? Answer: compliance with safety regulations. 55. What can result from failing to submit required documentation? Answer: application denial. 56. What type of license is required for exporting drugs? Answer: export license. 57. What is a critical element of the licensing application? Answer: quality control plan. 58. What should license holders do if they change their product line? Answer: report the changes to DRAP. 59. What is the purpose of the site inspection by DRAP? Answer: to verify compliance with GMP. 60. What must be included in the application regarding the proposed drugs? Answer: product specifications. 61. What is a potential outcome of failing an inspection? Answer: license denial. 62. What happens during the renewal process? Answer. The existing license is reviewed for compliance. 63. Which standard is crucial for drug manufacturing? Answer. Good Manufacturing Practices, GMP. 64. What documentation is essential for demonstrating quality control? Answer. Quality assurance procedures. 65. What must be done if discrepancies are found in the application? Answer. Correct and resubmit. 66. What is required for all drug manufacturing activities? Answer. A valid drug manufacturing license. 67. How does DRAP ensure drug safety? Answer. Through inspections and evaluations. 68. What is the primary focus of quality assurance in drug manufacturing? Answer. Product quality and safety. 69. How long does a typical drug license last? Answer. As specified in the license. 70. What can lead to an expedited licensing process? Answer. Comprehensive application. 71. What is required from companies after a change in management? Answer. Report to DRAP. 72. What type of information may DRAP request during the review? Answer. Additional documentation. 73. What happens to the drug license if regulatory standards are not met? Answer. It may be suspended or revoked. 74. What must be maintained in case of product changes? Answer. Updated quality control documentation. 75. What is an important aspect of compliance monitoring? Answer. Regular facility inspections. 76. What is essential for a successful licensing process? Answer. Thorough documentation. 77. What can trigger a review of a drug license? Answer. Change in regulations. 78. How does DRAP communicate licensing decisions? Answer. Direct communication to the applicant. 79. What is the key focus during the application evaluation? Answer. Compliance with regulations. 80. What should be done if the license is about to expire? Answer. Apply for renewal. 81. What type of documentation is crucial for demonstrating efficacy? Answer. Clinical trial results. 82. What is a consequence of failing to comply with GMP? Answer. License denial. 83. What happens if an application is deemed incomplete? Answer. It is held until complete. 84. What must be included in a drug license application? Answer. Quality assurance plan. 85. What is the primary objective of drug licensing? Answer. To ensure drug quality and safety. 86. How is the effectiveness of the licensing process measured? Answer. By compliance rates. 87. What is the result of non-compliance with licensing conditions? Answer. License suspension or revocation. 88. What type of documentation is required for facility inspection? Answer. Quality control procedures. 89. How does DRAP assess the potential for drug safety? Answer: through clinical trial data. 90. What is a significant factor in the approval of drug licenses? Answer: compliance with safety regulations. 91. What is the consequence of not reporting changes to DRAP? Answer: license penalties. 92. What should be done if the inspection report identifies issues? Answer: correct and report. 93. What is an essential part of the licensing application process? Answer: quality control documentation. 94. What is the main purpose of quality control in drug manufacturing? Answer: to ensure product safety and efficacy. 95. How frequently must companies submit to compliance inspections? Answer: regularly, as determined by DRAP. 96. What is required from companies when applying for a drug license? Answer: comprehensive application. 97. What can affect the licensing timeline? Answer: completeness of the application. 98. What is essential for drug importation? Answer: import license. 99. How does DRAP monitor ongoing compliance? Answer: through regular inspections. 100. What documentation must be updated during the renewal process? Answer: quality control documentation. 101. What must be verified during the site inspection? Answer: compliance with GMP. 102. What happens if DRAP finds non-compliance during an inspection? Answer: license revocation or suspension. 103. What is a requirement for clinical trial approval? Answer: regulatory compliance. 104. How often must the quality control system be reviewed? Answer: regularly, based on production changes. 105. What is necessary for exporting drugs? Answer: export license. 106. What documentation is essential during the license renewal? Answer: updated quality control documentation. 107. What can result from non-compliance with licensing requirements? Answer: license suspension. 108. What should companies do if they change their business address? Answer: notify DRAP. 109. What is essential for maintaining a drug license? Answer: compliance with regulations. 110. What must be demonstrated in the drug license application? Answer: product specifications. 111. What is the consequence of submitting false information in the application? Answer: license denial or revocation. 112. What must be reported during the licensing process? Answer: changes in management. 113. What is the focus of the site inspection? Answer: compliance with GMP and safety standards. 114. What documentation must accompany a drug license application? Answer: quality control documentation. 115. What must be included in the application regarding product efficacy? Answer: clinical trial data. 116. How does DRAP ensure drug quality? Answer: through inspections and compliance monitoring. 117. What is necessary for drug manufacturing operations? Answer: valid drug manufacturing license. 118. What is a key requirement for a retail drug license? Answer: compliance with safety regulations. 119. What is required for a drug license application to be successful? Answer: thorough documentation and compliance with regulations. 120. What is a potential consequence of failing to comply with licensing conditions? Answer: license revocation. 121. What must be submitted along with the license application? Answer: quality assurance plan. 122. What happens if an applicant fails to pay the application fee? Answer: application rejection. 123. What is necessary for drug distribution? Answer: distribution license. 124. How can the licensing process be expedited? Answer: providing comprehensive information. 125. What must companies do if they wish to change their product formulation? Answer: notify DRAP. 126. What is the main goal of inspections conducted by DRAP? Answer: ensuring compliance with regulations. 127. What can result from a successful inspection? Answer: license issuance. 128. What is essential for the drug manufacturing process? Answer: quality management system. 129. What happens if a drug fails to meet safety standards? Answer: license denial. 130. What documentation is reviewed during the licensing process? Answer: quality control and assurance documents. 131. What is required for conducting post-marketing surveillance? Answer: compliance with regulatory standards. 132. What should be included in the manufacturing process description? Answer: step-by-step procedures. 133. What is the purpose of a quality control plan? Answer: to ensure product safety and efficacy. 134. How often must the licensing conditions be reviewed? Answer: regularly, as required by DRAP. 135. What is the consequence of not maintaining proper records? Answer: license penalties. 136. What documentation is required for product safety evaluation? Answer: clinical trial data. 137. What is the main purpose of the licensing inspection? Answer: to verify compliance with GMP. 138. What happens to an application if it is not processed within the specified time? Answer: it may be deemed approved. 139. What is the role of the quality assurance team? Answer: to ensure product quality. 140. What documentation must be submitted for a new product? Answer: product specifications and quality control documentation. 141. What is a potential consequence of providing false information? Answer: legal action. 142. What must be reported if a facility undergoes renovations? Answer: changes to DRAP. 143. What is the requirement for a successful drug license application? Answer: comprehensive and accurate documentation. 144. How does DRAP ensure ongoing compliance with licensing requirements? Answer: through regular audits. 145. What must be included in the application regarding the manufacturing facility? Answer: facility layout and equipment list. 146. What can result from not addressing issues identified during an inspection? Answer: license suspension. 147. What documentation is necessary for showing product efficacy? Answer: clinical trial results. 148. What is required from companies when submitting a new application? Answer: detailed documentation. 149. What is an essential aspect of the drug licensing process? Answer: public health protection. 150. What happens if there are significant changes in a company's operations? Answer: report to DRAP. 151. What must be provided to demonstrate compliance with GMP? Answer: inspection reports. 152. What is the purpose of a site inspection by DRAP? Answer: to ensure safety standards are met. 153. What is required for the renewal of a drug license? Answer: submission of updated documentation. 154. What documentation is critical for ensuring drug quality? Answer: quality assurance documentation. 155. What happens if a company does not respond to DRAP's requests for information? Answer: application may be denied. 156. What is necessary for a company to maintain its drug license? Answer: compliance with all regulations. 157. What is a key focus during the evaluation of drug license applications? Answer: safety and efficacy of the drug. 158. What should be done if a company changes its product packaging? Answer: notify DRAP. 159. What documentation is essential for regulatory approval? Answer: comprehensive application. 160. What can trigger an immediate inspection by DRAP? Answer: complaints about product safety. 161. What is required for all drug manufacturing activities? Answer: valid manufacturing license. 162. What documentation must be provided for a drug import license? Answer: import application and product specifications. 163. What is the consequence of failing to follow licensing conditions? Answer: license suspension or revocation. 164. What should companies do if they expand their product line? Answer. Report the changes to DRAP. 165. What happens if a facility is found non-compliant during an inspection? Answer. License may be suspended. 166. What documentation is necessary for demonstrating compliance with GMP? Answer. Quality control records. 167. What is the primary objective of compliance monitoring? Answer. To ensure ongoing adherence to regulations. 168. What is necessary for drug marketing approval? Answer. Completed clinical trials. 169. What documentation must be submitted for a new drug application? Answer. Comprehensive data on safety and efficacy. 170. What is the consequence of submitting an incomplete application? Answer. Application may be delayed. 171. What must be included in the license application regarding the manufacturing process? Answer. Detailed description of processes. 172. What is essential for conducting post-licensing evaluations? Answer. Ongoing compliance with regulations. 173. What can happen if there are significant regulatory changes? Answer. Review of existing licenses. 174. What documentation is critical for ensuring drug efficacy? Answer. Clinical trial data. 175. What must be submitted for a drug export license? Answer. Export application and compliance documentation. 176. What is the consequence of failing to report changes in ownership? Answer. License revocation. 177. What is essential for maintaining compliance with GMP? Answer. Regular training for staff. 178. What must companies do if they introduce a new manufacturing method? Answer. Notify DRAP. 179. What is necessary for a successful renewal of a drug license? Answer. Updated quality control records. 180. What happens if a company does not maintain accurate records? Answer. License penalties. 181. What is required from companies when submitting clinical trial results? Answer. Detailed data analysis. 182. What documentation must accompany the application for a new product? Answer. Product specifications and quality assurance plan. 183. What is the purpose of quality assurance in drug manufacturing? Answer. To ensure product safety. 184. What happens if a company fails to comply with post-marketing surveillance? Answer. License may be suspended. 185. What is essential for ensuring compliance with safety standards? Answer. Regular audits. 186. What documentation must be submitted during the inspection process? Answer. Quality control procedures. 187. What is the consequence of non-compliance with licensing requirements? Answer. license suspension or revocation. 188. What should companies do if they change their business model? Answer: notify DRAP. 189. What is the role of inspections in the licensing process? Answer: to verify compliance. 190. What must be provided for a drug distribution license? Answer: comprehensive application. 191. What is necessary for a company to maintain its drug license? Answer: adherence to all regulations. 192. What documentation is required for a drug license renewal? Answer: updated quality control documentation. 193. What can happen if a company fails to address compliance issues? Answer: license may be revoked. 194. What is essential for conducting drug safety evaluations? Answer: regulatory compliance. 195. What documentation must accompany a drug license application? Answer: quality assurance plan. 196. What is the primary focus of the drug licensing process? Answer: public health and safety. 197. What happens if the application is not submitted in time? Answer: it may be rejected. 198. What is necessary for a drug to receive marketing authorization? Answer: positive clinical trial results. 199. What is the consequence of submitting incorrect data in an application? Answer: license denial. 200. What must be reported if there are changes in product formulations? Answer: notify DRAP immediately. 2. Drug registration. Complete drug registration procedure in DRAP. 1. Application submission. Submit a completed application form for drug registration to DRAP. 2. Documentation requirements. Provide necessary documents, including company registration certificate, manufacturing license, quality control and assurance documentation, stability study data, product formulation details. 3. Application fee payment. Pay the required fee for the registration application as specified by DRAP. 4. Initial review. DRAP conducts an initial review of the submitted application and documents to ensure completeness. 5. Evaluation of documentation. Assess the submitted documentation for compliance with regulatory requirements. 6. Site inspection. DRAP officials perform a physical inspection of the manufacturing facility to ensure compliance with Good Manufacturing Practices (GMP). 7. Compliance assessment. Evaluate the facility's adherence to safety, quality, and regulatory standards. 8. Clinical evaluation. If applicable, review clinical trial data and efficacy studies submitted for the drug. 9. Clarification requests. DRAP may request additional information or clarifications from the applicant if needed. 10. Final decision. DRAP makes a decision to grant or deny the registration based on the evaluation and inspection results. 11. Issuance of registration certificate. If approved, a registration certificate is issued, specifying the conditions and scope of the registration. 12. License validity and renewal. The issued registration certificate has a specific validity period. Renewal must be applied for before expiration. 13. Post-marketing surveillance. Ongoing monitoring of the drug's safety and efficacy in the market is conducted. 14. Reporting changes. License holders must report any changes in manufacturing processes, ownership, or product formulations to DRAP. 15. Compliance monitoring. Regular inspections are conducted to ensure ongoing compliance with registration conditions. 16. License suspension or revocation. DRAP reserves the right to suspend or revoke registrations for non-compliance with regulatory standards. MCQs portion. 1. What is the first step in the drug registration process? Answer. Application submission. 2. What document must be submitted with the drug registration application? Answer. Product dossier. 3. What type of fee must be paid when submitting a registration application? Answer. Registration fee. 4. What does DRAP do after receiving the application? Answer. Initial review. 5. What is conducted to verify compliance with regulatory standards? Answer. Quality assessment. 6. What must be evaluated during the documentation review? Answer. Completeness and accuracy. 7. What happens if the application is incomplete? Answer. It may be returned to the applicant. 8. What type of information must be provided about the drug? Answer. Pharmacological data. 9. What is essential for demonstrating the drug's efficacy? Answer. Clinical trial results. 10. What is assessed during the product evaluation phase? Answer. Quality and safety. 11. What must be included in the product dossier? Answer. Manufacturing details. 12. What happens if the drug does not meet safety standards? Answer. Registration denial. 13. What is required for the approval of a new drug application? Answer. Comprehensive data. 14. What is the consequence of failing to provide required documentation? Answer. Application rejection. 15. How does DRAP communicate the registration decision? Answer. Official notification. 16. What happens after the application is approved? Answer. Issuance of registration certificate. 17. What must be maintained for ongoing compliance? Answer. Up-to-date quality documentation. 18. What is essential for the renewal of a drug registration? Answer. Submission of renewal application. 19. What should be reported if there are changes in formulation? Answer. Notify DRAP. 20. What is evaluated during the post-registration phase? Answer. Ongoing compliance with standards. 21. What must be demonstrated for a drug's safety profile? Answer. Toxicological studies. 22. What happens if the drug fails to pass the quality assessment? Answer. Additional information may be requested. 23. What is necessary for clinical trial approval? Answer. Ethical committee clearance. 24. What documentation must be provided for generic drugs? Answer. Bioequivalence studies. 25. What is required for foreign manufacturers? Answer. Certificate of Good Manufacturing Practices. 26. What happens if there is a change in ownership of the product? Answer. Report to DRAP. 27. What is an essential aspect of the drug registration process? Answer. Public health protection. 28. What type of studies are necessary to demonstrate efficacy? Answer. Clinical trials. 29. What is the purpose of the product dossier? Answer. To provide comprehensive product information. 30. What should be included in the labeling of a drug? Answer. Usage instructions. 31. What is required for the registration of herbal products? Answer. Safety and efficacy data. 32. What happens if adverse effects are reported post-registration? Answer. Investigations are initiated. 33. What is the consequence of submitting false information in the application? Answer. Legal action. 34. What is necessary for the registration of a vaccine? Answer. Comprehensive clinical data. 35. What type of license is needed for drug importation? Answer. Import license. 36. What documentation must be updated regularly? Answer. Quality control records. 37. What is the key focus of the registration process? Answer. Ensuring drug safety and efficacy. 38. What must be provided for a drug's marketing authorization? Answer. Positive benefit risk assessment. 39. What is required for the registration of over-the-counter medications? Answer. Safety and effectiveness data. 40. What documentation is essential for establishing product stability? Answer. Stability study results. 41. What must companies do if there are significant changes to a drug? Answer. Submit a variation application. 42. What is required for conducting post-marketing surveillance? Answer. Compliance with regulatory standards. 43. What should be included in the application for a new chemical entity? Answer. Complete chemical characterization. 44. What is a potential outcome of failing to comply with registration requirements? Answer. License suspension. 45. What must be done if a drug is found to have serious side effects? Answer. Report to DRAP immediately. 46. What happens during the review of the application by DRAP? Answer. Evaluation of safety and efficacy. 47. What is essential for the registration of biosimilars? Answer. Comparative studies with the reference product. 48. What type of studies are required for chronic disease medications? Answer: long-term clinical trials. 49. What must be demonstrated for the registration of a controlled substance? Answer: strict adherence to regulatory guidelines. 50. What is a critical factor in the registration of a drug? Answer: risk assessment. 51. What should be included in the drug's pharmacological information? Answer: mechanism of action. 52. What happens if a drug is found to be non-compliant during inspections? Answer: registration may be revoked. 53. What is necessary for a drug's packaging and labeling? Answer: compliance with regulations. 54. What must be included in the stability study documentation? Answer: expiry date. 55. What is the purpose of the pre-registration consultation? Answer: to clarify regulatory requirements. 56. What type of data is required for the registration of herbal medicines? Answer: safety and efficacy data. 57. What happens to the registration if a company does not respond to DRAP's inquiries? Answer: application may be denied. 58. What documentation is necessary for the registration of veterinary drugs? Answer: safety and efficacy data specific to animals. 59. What is required for the registration of a combination product? Answer: data on each component's safety and efficacy. 60. What is the consequence of not maintaining proper records during the registration process? Answer: regulatory penalties. 61. What must be provided for a drug that is being marketed in multiple countries? Answer: international regulatory approvals. 62. What is essential for the ongoing monitoring of a registered drug? Answer: adverse event reporting system. 63. What documentation is necessary for the registration of dietary supplements? Answer: safety and efficacy studies. 64. What happens if a product is found to be counterfeit? Answer: regulatory actions are taken. 65. What must be demonstrated for the registration of a medical device? Answer: safety and effectiveness. 66. What is required for the registration of a new therapeutic indication? Answer: supporting clinical data. 67. What type of studies must be conducted for drugs intended for pediatric use? Answer: age-appropriate clinical trials. 68. What must be provided to show compliance with GMP? Answer: audit reports. 69. What is a potential outcome of adverse findings during post-marketing surveillance? Answer: labeling changes. 70. What should be included in the drug's pharmacokinetic data? Answer: absorption and distribution characteristics. 71. What is required to prove bioequivalence for generics? Answer: comparative bioavailability studies. 72. What happens if there is a significant change in the manufacturing process? Answer: a variation application must be submitted. 73. What is essential for the registration of a blood product? Answer: comprehensive safety data. 74. What must be included in the submission for a new active substance? Answer: complete development history. 75. What is the main purpose of the risk management plan? Answer: to address potential safety concerns. 76. What documentation must be submitted to support labeling claims? Answer: evidence from clinical studies. 77. What happens if a product is recalled post-registration? Answer: DRAP must be notified immediately. 78. What is essential for maintaining the validity of a drug registration? Answer: compliance with regulatory updates. 79. What must be demonstrated for the registration of a combination therapy? Answer: efficacy of each component. 80. What is required for a drug registration application in terms of quality control? Answer: detailed quality assurance protocols. 81. What should be done if a drug's safety profile changes post-marketing? Answer: update the registration details. 82. What is necessary for the registration of a pharmaceutical product? Answer: detailed product specifications. 83. What documentation is essential for new formulations? Answer: complete formulation history. 84. What must be included in the clinical trial application? Answer: study protocol. 85. What happens if a registered drug fails to meet ongoing safety standards? Answer: regulatory action is taken. 86. What is required for the registration of a non-prescription drug? Answer: evidence of safety and effectiveness. 87. What documentation must accompany an application for a new drug? Answer: comprehensive pharmacological data. 88. What is necessary for the registration of a drug intended for long-term use? Answer: long-term safety studies. 89. What must be demonstrated for a drug's shelf life? Answer: stability data. 90. What happens if adverse events are reported for a registered drug? Answer: investigation is initiated. 91. What is essential for the registration of a new medical device? Answer: clinical evidence of safety and effectiveness. 92. What type of information must be included in the risk assessment? Answer: potential adverse effects. 93. What must be submitted to support claims of a drug's effectiveness? Answer: clinical trial results. 94. What is necessary for the registration of a new dosage form? Answer: complete formulation information. 95. What happens if a product is found to be misbranded? Answer: registration may be revoked. 96. What is the primary focus of the product registration process? Answer: ensuring public health safety. 97. What must be included in the registration dossier for a vaccine? Answer: immunogenicity data. 98. What is required for the registration of a drug with a new mechanism of action? Answer: comprehensive clinical data. 99. What happens if a company fails to comply with reporting requirements? Answer: regulatory penalties. 100. What is essential for the registration of a rare disease treatment? Answer: detailed evidence of efficacy. 101. What must be included in the drug's labeling for safety information? Answer: contraindications and warnings. 102. What is necessary for the registration of a drug intended for emergency use? Answer: fast track application process. 103. What type of documentation is critical for biosimilars? Answer: comparative studies with the reference product. 104. What happens during the final review of a registration application? Answer: comprehensive evaluation of all submitted data. 105. What must be reported if there are changes in manufacturing location? Answer: notify DRAP. 106. What is required for the registration of a drug targeting specific populations? Answer: relevant clinical trial data. 107. What documentation is essential for establishing drug quality? Answer: quality control reports. 108. What must be included in the registration application regarding product stability? Answer: stability study results. 109. What is the consequence of not adhering to labeling regulations? Answer: regulatory action. 110. What is necessary for the registration of a drug derived from biotechnology? Answer: detailed characterization data. 111. What must be demonstrated for the registration of a drug used in oncology? Answer: clinical efficacy in cancer studies. 112. What is required for the registration of a drug with a complex formulation? Answer: detailed formulation and manufacturing information. 113. What happens if there are discrepancies in the submitted data? Answer: application may be delayed. 114. What is essential for the registration of an orphan drug? Answer: evidence of unmet medical need. 115. What must be provided for a drug intended for pediatric use? Answer: pediatric specific safety data. 116. What is required for the registration of a drug with a new therapeutic claim? Answer: supporting clinical evidence. 117. What documentation must be submitted for a drug intended for elderly patients? Answer: age-related safety data. 118. What is the consequence of failing to submit annual reports? Answer: regulatory scrutiny. 119. What must be done if there is a significant safety finding post-registration? Answer: immediate reporting to DRAP. 120. What is essential for the approval of a clinical trial? Answer: informed consent from participants. 121. What is required for the registration of a dietary supplement? Answer. Safety and efficacy data. 122. What must be included in the application for a new vaccine? Answer. Immunogenicity and safety data. 123. What happens if a company does not follow post-marketing guidelines? Answer. Regulatory penalties may apply. 124. What is necessary for the registration of a combination drug product? Answer. Data supporting the efficacy of each component. 125. What must be provided for the registration of a drug in multiple jurisdictions? Answer. Regional regulatory approvals. 126. What is essential for maintaining a drug's registration status? Answer. Ongoing compliance with safety standards. 127. What happens if a drug is found to have significant adverse effects post-marketing? Answer. Investigation and possible withdrawal. 128. What is required for the registration of a drug targeting a rare condition? Answer. Evidence of efficacy in a small population. 129. What documentation is critical for establishing a drug's pharmacokinetics? Answer. Absorption and elimination studies. 130. What must be included in the application for a new diagnostic tool? Answer. Clinical validation data. 131. What is necessary for the registration of a novel therapeutic approach? Answer. Comprehensive clinical trial data. 132. What happens if there is a change in the manufacturing process for a registered drug? Answer. Submit a variation application. 133. What is essential for the approval of a new drug candidate? Answer. Positive results from preclinical studies. 134. What must be provided for a drug that is an alternative therapy? Answer. Comparative efficacy data. 135. What is required for the registration of an antiviral medication? Answer. Evidence of viral suppression. 136. What happens if there is a change in the drug's indication? Answer. A new application must be submitted. 137. What is necessary for establishing a drug's dosage regimen? Answer. Clinical pharmacology data. 138. What must be included in the risk assessment for a new drug? Answer. Identification of potential risks. 139. What is the consequence of not reporting adverse events? Answer. Regulatory consequences. 140. What must be demonstrated for the registration of a contraceptive? Answer. Efficacy and safety data. 141. What is required for the registration of a topical formulation? Answer. Stability and efficacy studies. 142. What happens if a company does not adhere to regulatory timelines? Answer. Application may be rejected. 143. What is essential for the registration of a new combination therapy? Answer. Data demonstrating synergistic effects. 144. What must be provided for the registration of a new imaging agent? Answer: evidence of safety and effectiveness. 145. What is required for the registration of a drug with a novel delivery system? Answer: data on pharmacokinetics. 146. What happens during the compliance verification phase? Answer: assessment of adherence to guidelines. 147. What must be included in the labeling of a drug for clarity? Answer: clear usage instructions. 148. What is necessary for the registration of a combination vaccine? Answer: data supporting combined safety and efficacy. 149. What must be reported if there are changes in clinical trial protocols? Answer: notify DRAP. 150. What is essential for the registration of a drug with potential misuse? Answer: risk management plan. 151. What is required for the registration of a drug aimed at improving quality of life? Answer: evidence of meaningful benefit. 152. What documentation is critical for a drug's regulatory submission? Answer: comprehensive data package. 153. What must be provided for a drug intended for long-term treatment? Answer: long-term safety data. 154. What is necessary for the registration of a new class of drugs? Answer: innovative therapeutic evidence. 155. What happens if a drug's formulation is changed significantly? Answer: re-evaluation is required. 156. What is essential for the registration of a drug with limited market availability? Answer: justification of need. 157. What must be included in the clinical trial results submission? Answer: detailed analysis of outcomes. 158. What is required for the registration of an injectable medication? Answer: sterility assurance. 159. What happens if labeling requirements are not met? Answer: regulatory actions may follow. 160. What is necessary for the registration of a drug targeting metabolic disorders? Answer: efficacy and safety in target population. 161. What must be provided for a drug intended for use in pediatrics? Answer: age-specific clinical data. 162. What is required for the registration of a drug developed through a breakthrough therapy designation? Answer: evidence of significant advantages. 163. What happens if a registered drug is found to cause unexpected harm? Answer: regulatory review and potential market withdrawal. 164. What must be included in the drug's preclinical data? Answer: toxicology studies. 165. What is essential for the registration of a biological product? Answer: comprehensive immunogenicity data. 166. What documentation is critical for a drug's manufacturing process? Answer: detailed process description. 167. What is required for the registration of a drug with a unique mechanism? Answer: evidence of novel action. 168. What must be demonstrated for a drug's long-term use safety? Answer: ongoing safety monitoring data. 169. What is necessary for the registration of a drug intended for rare diseases? Answer: evidence of efficacy in limited populations. 170. What happens if there are discrepancies during the registration process? Answer: clarification requests are issued. 171. What must be included in the application for an investigational drug? Answer: study design and objectives. 172. What is required for the registration of a device-drug combination? Answer: data demonstrating both components, safety and efficacy. 173. What is essential for a drug's shelf life determination? Answer: stability study results. 174. What must be reported if a product is involved in a safety concern? Answer: immediate notification to DRAP. 175. What happens if clinical trial data is found to be fabricated? Answer: severe regulatory penalties. 176. What is required for the registration of an extended-release formulation? Answer: data on release kinetics. 177. What must be included in a drug's labeling for patient information? Answer: clear side effect information. 178. What is necessary for the registration of an enzyme replacement therapy? Answer: evidence of safety and efficacy. 179. What must be provided for the registration of a drug for emergency use? Answer: justification of urgent need. 180. What happens if a company fails to meet post-marketing requirements? Answer: potential suspension of registration. 181. What is essential for maintaining drug efficacy? Answer: consistent manufacturing processes. 182. What documentation is required for the registration of a drug intended for chronic conditions? Answer: long-term efficacy and safety data. 183. What must be provided for a drug that is part of a treatment regimen? Answer: evidence of effectiveness in combination. 184. What is necessary for the registration of a device intended for diagnostic use? Answer: clinical performance data. 185. What happens if safety information is not disclosed? Answer: regulatory penalties. 186. What is required for the registration of a new targeted therapy? Answer: evidence of mechanism of action. 187. What must be included in a drug submission for scientific evaluation? Answer: comprehensive clinical data. 188. What is essential for the registration of a new formulation type? Answer: supporting evidence of stability. 189. What happens if post-marketing reports are not submitted? Answer. Regulatory actions may be initiated. 190. What is necessary for a drug's registration renewal? Answer. Updated safety and efficacy data. 191. What must be provided for the registration of a new biological agent? Answer. Comprehensive safety data. 192. What is required for the registration of a therapy for a neglected disease? Answer. Evidence of public health impact. 193. What must be included in the registration application for a drug with a novel use? Answer. Data supporting the new indication. 194. What is essential for the registration of a drug intended for emergency situations? Answer. Evidence of rapid action. 195. What happens if labeling is misleading? Answer. Regulatory enforcement actions. 196. What is required for the registration of an antifungal medication? Answer. Evidence of efficacy against specific pathogens. 197. What must be included in a drug's pharmacovigilance plan? Answer. Strategies for monitoring safety. 198. What is necessary for the registration of a drug with complex interactions? Answer. Comprehensive interaction studies. 199. What happens if a drug's active ingredient is modified? Answer. Re-evaluation of the registration is required. 200. What must be reported if there are changes in clinical trial outcomes? Answer. Notify DRAP immediately. Part 3. Understanding the Drug Advertising Rules, 1976 with reference to DRAP. The Advertising Rules, 1976 govern the promotion and advertising of pharmaceutical products in Pakistan. These rules are designed to ensure that advertisements for drugs are truthful, not misleading, and provide essential information to consumers and healthcare professionals. Key components of the advertising rules include: 1. Purpose of regulation. The primary purpose is to protect public health by regulating drug advertising and ensuring that advertisements are not misleading or false. 2. Scope. The rules apply to all forms of drug advertising, including print, television, radio, and digital media. They cover prescription medications, over-the-counter products, and any related healthcare services. 3. Approval requirement. Advertisements must be submitted to DRAP for approval before dissemination. This ensures compliance with regulatory standards. 4. Prohibited claims. Advertisements cannot contain false or misleading claims about a drug's efficacy, safety, or quality. Exaggerated statements about benefits or guarantees of results are not permitted. 5. Required information. Advertisements must include essential information such as product name, indications and contraindications, dosage and administration instructions, potential side effects, warnings and precautions. 6. Target audience. Advertisements must clearly indicate whether they are intended for healthcare professionals or the general public. Prescription drug advertisements must not target consumers directly. 7. Use of testimonials. Testimonials must be genuine and from qualified individuals. Misleading endorsements are testimonials that imply efficacy without scientific backing are prohibited. 8. Safety information. Advertisements must present a balanced view, including potential risks and side effects alongside benefits. Information on drug interactions must also be clearly stated. 9. Comparisons. Comparative claims regarding other products must be substantiated by evidence. Advertisements should not misrepresent or unfairly compare products. 10. Compliance monitoring. DRAP monitors advertisements for compliance with these rules. Non-compliance may result in penalties, including fines or bans on advertising. 11. Record keeping. Advertisers are required to maintain records of all advertisements for a specified period. This ensures accountability and facilitates review if needed. 12. Updates and corrections. Advertisers must promptly correct any inaccuracies in advertisements once identified. Continuous monitoring of drug safety may necessitate updates to existing advertisements. 13. Ethical standards. Advertisements must adhere to ethical standards, promoting responsible use of drugs without exploiting fears or vulnerabilities. By adhering to these rules, pharmaceutical companies ensure that their advertising practices are ethical, informative, and in line with regulatory expectations, ultimately safeguarding public health. MCQs portion. Drug Advertising Rules, 1976. We are sharing 200 MCQs based on the Advertising Rules, 1976 in DRAP. 1. What is the primary purpose of the Advertising Rules, 1976? Answer. To regulate drug advertising. 2. What type of products do the Advertising Rules, 1976 apply to? Answer. Pharmaceutical products. 3. Who is responsible for ensuring compliance with advertising regulations? Answer. The manufacturer or advertiser. 4. What is required before advertising a drug? Answer. Approval from DRAP. 5. What type of claims are prohibited in drug advertisements? Answer. False or misleading claims. 6. What must be included in an advertisement for a prescription drug? Answer. A statement indicating it is prescription only. 7. What should not be implied in drug advertisements? Answer. Superiority over competitors without evidence. 8. What must be provided when making therapeutic claims? Answer. Supporting scientific evidence. 9. What is the consequence of non-compliance with advertising rules? Answer. Penalties or fines. 10. What type of language should be avoided in drug advertisements? Answer. Technical jargon that confuses consumers. 11. What is the required format for drug advertisements? Answer. Clear and legible presentation. 12. What information must be included in advertisements for over-the-counter drugs? Answer. Directions for use. 13. What is forbidden in advertisements directed at the general public? Answer. Promotion of prescription medications. 14. How should side effects be presented in advertisements? Answer. Clearly and prominently. 15. What type of testimonials are prohibited in drug advertising? Answer. Testimonials from unqualified individuals. 16. What is the minimum age for individuals portrayed in drug advertisements? Answer. 18 years. 17. What must be disclosed when an advertisement uses endorsements? Answer. The endorser's qualifications. 18. What is required in advertisements for new drugs? Answer. Information on clinical trials. 19. What type of promotional material is considered misleading? Answer. Claims of guaranteed results. 20. What must be clearly indicated in comparative advertising? Answer. The basis of comparison. 21. What is the role of DRAP in drug advertising? Answer. To review and approve advertisements. 22. What must be avoided in advertisements aimed at healthcare professionals? Answer. Promotion of non-evidence-based practices. 23. What type of advertising is prohibited during public health emergencies? Answer. Promotions for non-essential drugs. 24. What is essential when advertising a medical device? Answer. Compliance with applicable regulations. 25. What should be included in advertisements for vaccines? Answer. Information on benefits and risks. 26. How should prices be presented in drug advertisements? Answer. Clearly stated and accurate. 27. What is required for advertisements targeting healthcare providers? Answer. Scientific evidence backing claims. 28. What type of advertising is restricted in schools? Answer. Advertising of prescription drugs. 29. What must be done if an advertisement contains an error? Answer. Correct the error promptly. 30. What is the minimum duration for retaining advertising records? Answer. 5 years. 31. What is a common violation in drug advertising? Answer. Exaggerating efficacy. 32. What is required when using graphics in drug advertisements? Answer. They must not mislead. 33. What type of advertisements require special caution? Answer. Those aimed at vulnerable populations. 34. What must be avoided in advertisements for pain relief medications? Answer. Implying absolute safety. 35. What type of information should be included in drug advertisements? Answer. Clear dosage information. 36. What should be done if a drug's indication changes? Answer. Update all related advertisements. 37. What is prohibited in advertisements targeting minors? Answer. Direct promotions of any medication. 38. What must be included in advertisements about potential drug interactions? Answer. Relevant warnings. 39. What is required for an advertisement to be considered ethical? Answer. Transparency and honesty. 40. What type of language is discouraged in drug advertisements? Answer. Hyperbolic or sensational language. 41. How should adverse effects be mentioned in advertisements? Answer. In a balanced manner. 42. What is prohibited regarding comparative claims in advertisements? Answer. Misrepresentation of data. 43. What must be done when an advertisement includes a new product? Answer. Highlight its FDA approval status. 44. What is the primary focus of the advertising review process? Answer. Ensuring public safety. 45. What is required for advertisements of controlled substances? Answer. Strict regulatory compliance. 46. What must advertisers provide when making specific health claims? Answer. Evidence from clinical studies. 47. What type of promotional claims must be substantiated? Answer. All therapeutic claims. 48. What must be included in a disclaimer for drug advertisements? Answer. Limitations of the claims made. 49. What is the consequence of using unapproved drug names in advertisements? Answer. Regulatory penalties. 50. What should be emphasized in advertisements for chronic disease medications? Answer. Long-term management strategies. 51. What is a key requirement for advertisements directed at health professionals? Answer. Presentation of balanced information. 52. How should results from clinical trials be presented in advertisements? Answer. Accurately and transparently. 53. What must be avoided in advertisements for herbal remedies? Answer. Misleading health claims. 54. What is prohibited in advertisements for anti-aging products? Answer. Making unfounded promises. 55. What must be included in advertisements about over-the-counter drugs? Answer. Clear instructions for use. 56. What is essential for compliance in advertising to healthcare providers? Answer. Evidence-based information. 57. What type of advertising is prohibited in public transportation? Answer. Prescription drug advertising. 58. What must be clearly stated in advertisements for surgical procedures? Answer. Associated risks. 59. How should effectiveness claims be presented in drug advertisements? Answer. Supported by scientific evidence. 60. What is required in advertising materials for supplements? Answer. Clear distinction from drugs. 61. What should be done if new safety data arises after an advertisement is published? Answer. Update the advertisement. 62. What is the purpose of including a cautionary statement in drug advertisements? Answer. To inform about potential risks. 63. What must be avoided in advertisements targeting seniors? Answer. Exploiting fears of aging. 64. What is necessary for the approval of advertisements featuring health professionals? Answer. Verification of qualifications. 65. What is a common mistake in drug advertising? Answer. Understating potential side effects. 66. What should be included in advertisements for investigational drugs? Answer. Clinical trial information. 67. What type of advertising is prohibited during health crises? Answer. Non-essential drug promotions. 68. What is required when advertising a drug with known side effects? Answer. Clear disclosure of those effects. 69. What is the consequence of not adhering to the advertising guidelines? Answer. Regulatory action. 70. What must be ensured when using testimonials in advertisements? Answer. They must be genuine. 71. What is necessary for the advertising of a new medical treatment? Answer. Evidence supporting its effectiveness. 72. What should be avoided in advertisements for lifestyle drugs? Answer. Suggesting they are essential for happiness. 73. What must be clearly stated in advertisements for prescription drugs? Answer. Consultation with a healthcare provider is necessary. 74. What is prohibited in advertisements aimed at children? Answer. Promotion of any medication. 75. What is essential for the transparency of advertising claims? Answer. Supporting data and references. 76. What must be avoided in advertisements about vaccines? Answer. Claims of absolute efficacy. 77. What is required in advertisements featuring celebrities? Answer. Clear disclosure of their relationship with the brand. 78. What must be included in a drug advertisement for chronic conditions? Answer. Long-term use implications. 79. What is a potential violation in comparative advertisements? Answer. Unsubstantiated superiority claims. 80. What must be done if a drug is found to be harmful after advertising? Answer. Immediate withdrawal of the advertisement. 81. What type of language is discouraged in pharmaceutical advertising? Answer. Exaggerated claims. 82. What is necessary for a balanced presentation in drug advertisements? Answer. Equal emphasis on benefits and risks. 83. What should be disclosed when using scientific studies in advertisements? Answer. The source of the studies. 84. What must be avoided in advertisements for weight loss products? Answer. Guarantees of results. 85. What is required for promotional materials targeting health professionals? Answer. Comprehensive and factual information. 86. What must be done if an advertisement misrepresents product benefits? Answer. Correct the misleading information. 87. What is the role of DRAP in advertising oversight? Answer. To ensure compliance with regulations. 88. What must be included in advertisements for antibiotics? Answer: appropriate use guidelines. 89. What happens if an advertisement is found to be misleading? Answer: it may be banned. 90. What must be disclosed in advertisements for cosmetic drugs? Answer: potential side effects. 91. What is required for advertisements of drugs with high misuse potential? Answer: clear warnings and restrictions. 92. What must be avoided in advertisements directed at expectant mothers? Answer: suggesting safety without evidence. 93. What is essential for the advertisement of an emerging therapy? Answer: acknowledgement of ongoing research. 94. What is prohibited in advertisements for a drug treating mental health conditions? Answer: stigmatizing language. 95. What must be included in advertisements regarding off-label uses? Answer: clear indication of unapproved status. 96. What is necessary for advertising a new class of medications? Answer: comprehensive clinical evidence. 97. What should be done if a drug's advertising claims are challenged? Answer: provide substantiating evidence. 98. What must be avoided in advertisements for addictive substances? Answer: minimizing risks. 99. What is required for the advertising of medical supplies? Answer: evidence of effectiveness and safety. 100. What must be stated in advertisements for drugs intended for vulnerable populations? Answer: specific safety precautions. 101. What should be included in an advertisement about the efficacy of a new drug? Answer: results from clinical trials. 102. What is the minimum information required in drug advertisements? Answer: product name and intended use. 103. What is prohibited regarding the use of scientific jargon in advertisements? Answer: using it without explanation. 104. What must be included in the advertisement for a dietary supplement? Answer: health claims must be substantiated. 105. What is required for advertisements involving clinical trial participants? Answer: informed consent from participants. 106. What happens if an advertisement contains unverifiable claims? Answer: regulatory sanctions. 107. What is essential for promoting a drug that is a controlled substance? Answer: strict adherence to regulations. 108. What must be avoided in advertisements for chronic medications? Answer: implying a cure. 109. What is necessary when advertising for a new drug? Answer: full disclosure of risks. 110. What must be included in advertisements for drugs treating serious illnesses? Answer: warning of potential side effects. 111. What is required when making comparative claims? Answer: clear evidence supporting the comparison. 112. What should be avoided in advertisements directed at healthcare professionals? Answer: overselling the drug's efficacy. 113. What is necessary for the advertising of over-the-counter medications? Answer: clear labeling of uses and dosages. 114. What must be included in advertisements for drugs that are recently approved? Answer: indications and limitations. 115. What happens if promotional materials do not meet regulatory standards? Answer: they may be rejected. 116. What is required when advertising a drug that has been reformulated? Answer: disclosure of changes. 117. What must be avoided in advertisements aimed at the elderly? Answer: exploiting health anxieties. 118. What is necessary for accurate communication in drug advertising? Answer: clear and concise language. 119. What should be included in advertisements for long-term medications? Answer: information on safety over time. 120. What is required when advertising devices that accompany drugs? Answer: evidence of their safety and effectiveness. 121. What must be done if a drug is found to have new risks after advertising? Answer: update the advertisements immediately. 122. What is essential for compliance in health-related advertising? Answer: truthfulness and transparency. 123. What is prohibited regarding the promotion of non-prescription drugs? Answer: suggesting they can treat serious conditions. 124. What must be emphasized in advertisements for preventative medications? Answer: importance of consulting healthcare providers. 125. What happens if an advertisement misleads about a drug's potential benefits? Answer: legal action may be taken. 126. What is required for advertisements featuring before and after photos? Answer: authenticity and accuracy. 127. What must be clearly stated in advertisements for pain management drugs? Answer: risks of dependency. 128. What is essential for the advertisement of products related to mental health? Answer: sensitivity to the issues involved. 129. What must be avoided in advertisements that suggest miracle cures? Answer: promising unrealistic outcomes. 130. What is necessary when making safety claims in advertisements? Answer: substantial scientific backing. 131. What should be included in an advertisement for a new antibiotic? Answer: resistance data. 132. What is required for advertisements aimed at patients with chronic conditions? Answer: information on treatment plans. 133. What must be done if a company changes its product formulation? Answer: update all advertising materials. 134. What is prohibited in advertisements for medications for children? Answer: direct promotions to minors. 135. What must be included in advertisements for medical treatments? Answer: full disclosure of risks. 136. What is required for the advertising of investigational products? Answer: compliance with clinical trial guidelines. 137. What should be avoided in advertisements that feature endorsements? Answer: misleading claims about the endorser's expertise. 138. What must be disclosed when an advertisement includes patient testimonials? Answer: their backgrounds. 139. What is essential for maintaining credibility in drug advertising? Answer: accuracy and honesty. 140. What is required for the advertisement of new surgical procedures? Answer: clear description of benefits and risks. 141. What must be included in advertisements for hormone therapies? Answer: information on potential side effects. 142. What is prohibited regarding misleading language in drug advertisements? Answer: using ambiguous terms. 143. What must be ensured when advertising products for children? Answer: safety and appropriateness of content. 144. What is necessary for the advertisement of a drug that has been recently recalled? Answer: a statement about the recall. 145. What should be included in advertisements about potential side effects of drugs? Answer: comprehensive information. 146. What is required for advertisements of medical devices? Answer: data supporting their claims. 147. What must be avoided in advertisements promoting cosmetic drugs? Answer: misleading aesthetic promises. 148. What is necessary for promoting a new class of antibiotics? Answer: evidence of effectiveness against resistant strains. 149. What must be disclosed in advertisements regarding the availability of a drug? Answer: current status in the market. 150. What is required when making specific efficacy claims? Answer: clinical evidence supporting the claims. 151. What must be avoided in advertisements that compare different drugs? Answer: unsubstantiated claims of superiority. 152. What is essential for the advertisement of medications treating depression? Answer: mention of the potential for adverse effects. 153. What should be clearly stated in advertisements for vaccines? Answer: recommended schedules for administration. 154. What must be included in advertising materials aimed at healthcare providers? Answer: full clinical data. 155. What is required for advertisements of drugs with a potential for misuse? Answer: clear warnings about risks. 156. What must be included in an advertisement about the benefits of a new therapy? Answer: risks and side effects. 157. What is prohibited in advertisements for dietary supplements? Answer. Claims of disease prevention. 158. What is necessary for the advertisement of a new antiviral medication? Answer. Data demonstrating efficacy against viruses. 159. What must be clearly indicated in advertisements for lifestyle medications? Answer. Importance of lifestyle changes. 160. What is required when using scientific data in advertisements? Answer. Proper citation and context. 161. What should be avoided in advertisements directed at older adults? Answer. Using fear-based marketing tactics. 162. What must be included in the advertising of antipsychotic medications? Answer. Clear information about potential side effects. 163. What is essential for the advertisement of vaccines? Answer. Information on efficacy and safety. 164. What must be clearly stated in advertisements for new drugs? Answer. Research and trial data. 165. What is required for promotional materials that include statistical claims? Answer. Contextual explanation of the data. 166. What should be avoided in advertisements that feature children? Answer. Implying that medication is a substitute for parental care. 167. What is necessary for the advertising of drugs with serious side effects? Answer. Full disclosure of those risks. 168. What must be included in advertisements for drugs treating chronic illnesses? Answer. Long-term safety and efficacy information. 169. What is prohibited regarding claims made in advertisements? Answer. Making unverified assertions. 170. What is required for the advertisement of genetic therapies? Answer. Evidence supporting their efficacy. 171. What must be disclosed when an advertisement is based on personal stories? Answer. Authenticity and context. 172. What is essential for drug advertising aimed at the elderly? Answer. Clarity and sensitivity. 173. What is required for advertisements about experimental treatments? Answer. Clear information about trial status. 174. What should be included in advertisements for injectable medications? Answer. Administration guidelines. 175. What must be avoided in advertisements for pain relief products? Answer. Suggesting complete elimination of pain. 176. What is necessary for the promotion of treatments for rare diseases? Answer. Evidence of effectiveness in the target population. 177. What should be clearly stated in advertisements about drug interactions? Answer. Potential risks and interactions. 178. What is required for the advertising of herbal products? Answer. Supporting evidence for claims made. 179. What must be included in advertisements targeting patients with specific conditions? Answer. Relevant and clear information. 180. What is essential for maintaining ethical standards in drug advertising? Answer: accountability and transparency. 181. What is prohibited in advertisements aimed at healthcare professionals? Answer: unverified promotional claims. 182. What must be disclosed in advertisements about the limitations of a drug? Answer: any known contraindications. 183. What is necessary for the advertisement of over-the-counter products? Answer: accurate labeling and instructions. 184. What should be included in the advertising of new medical technologies? Answer: evidence supporting their efficacy. 185. What is required for advertisements that make health claims? Answer: scientific support for those claims. 186. What is necessary for the advertising of non-prescription drugs? Answer: clear information about safety and efficacy. 187. What must be done if new safety concerns arise after an advertisement is published? Answer: immediate notification and updates. 188. What is essential for the credibility of drug advertisements? Answer: accurate representation of data. 189. What must be included in advertisements for vaccines targeting infectious diseases? Answer: efficacy rates. 190. What is required when making promotional claims for chronic condition drugs? Answer: evidence of long-term safety. 191. What is prohibited regarding the presentation of clinical trial results in advertisements? Answer: misleading representations. 192. What must be done when using data from studies in advertisements? Answer: provide context and references. 193. What is necessary for the advertisement of treatments for anxiety? Answer: clear information on potential side effects. 194. What must be included in advertisements about lifestyle modifications? Answer: importance of a holistic approach. 195. What is essential for maintaining consumer trust in drug advertisements? Answer: honesty and accuracy. 196. What is required for the advertisement of drug combinations? Answer: evidence supporting their use together. 197. What should be avoided in advertisements for diabetes medications? Answer: misleading claims about control of blood sugar. 198. What must be disclosed when using real patient stories in advertising? Answer: the context of their experiences. 199. What is essential for the advertisement of new therapies? Answer: thorough and transparent data presentation. 200. What is required for compliance in drug advertising? Answer: adherence to established guidelines and regulations. Regards, Majid Body Advocate, Ph.D. Scholar Pharmaceutics. 2023-2026 LLB. Vice President, Pakistan Pharmacists Association PPA Punjab, Pakistan. Contact +9232140420036.